Well, welcome viewers. Welcome Barry.
Welcome to my viewers out there on a lovely sunny day today. 24 degrees down in Catherine Avenue.
A really nice day, perfect day. Just got back from a little picnic and here we are with Barry. We're going to talk about a little bit, before we get into the news of the day with the cricket and the tennis as well. We've got something from the past here. What's that headline up there?
I just thought it was on my little folder there. I'll just remind the people that was a very exciting 1962 second semi final draw, which I played in and got the Sportsman of the Week for the game I played. We only kicked 6 goals 13. I kicked 3-5 of the score, and it was a pretty wet, mostly wet during the day, and it was not a good day for football, but we scraped out with a draw, Tom.
That's pretty good. So here we've got a picture here. This is quite intriguing. So, number 31. How did you get number 31?
I don't know. That was my cousin's jumper up in Perth. No, he gave me that was a Swan Districts jumper. That was number 31.
This is an 85 and a local football competition, and this is they had a drop kick.
Yeah, there's about 20 fellas and from the Richmond Districts and a few other sides up there. And that was someone took a photo of me. That was behind the goal square there, and that's at the old Richmond Reserve football ground in what's the name of the street opposite the Richmond High School, and it was a very good football ground there.
You're pretty good with the old
just meant I could kick 65 yards with that.
So this is some sort of a statue here, a trophy, and it says here, Super Rules drop kick, won by Barry Pentling, 71 yards.
Yeah.
Wodonga, 6th of June 1981. That's pretty big, 71 yards, 65 metres, isn't it?
It's very, not bad at all. I was playing the Super Rules that day, and they had the drop kick final, a drop kick at half time, and they had about 10 players, and Wayne Richardson from Collingwood, Max Richardson, a few of the other fellas were playing ex-VFL players, and they wasn't very happy that I won that competition.
No,
especially Wayne Richardson.
Well, you're sort of a rover from some of the country league sort of thing.
Yeah, that's right, because he fancied himself, and he met his brother Max Richardson. He ran second, I think, was 65 yards, I think. But I come out. We had it at half time of the game. We're playing the Super Rules, and we come back and we're ready to go after 3/4 time. I feel like you were a winner, mate. So thanks very much. That was pretty good trophy, didn't it?
A very good trophy. You got
71 yards.
71 yards. There you go.
So I've only been in 2 drop kick finals. I won both of them.
What was the other one?
That one there.
Oh, you won the 85 one as well.
Yeah. What are you doing? Read.
This is past your prime too. It said drop kick final.
Yeah, drop kick final. Yeah.
It didn't say drop kick winner.
Well, one by Barry Pentling.
Just one by Barry Pentling.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
And the bottom here, this is faded now.
A little bit of a clarification there.
Yes,
drop kick of the year, 2 years.
Drop kick
not consecutively.
Final. Just be careful.
Oh, sorry.
Say that.
He won there.
If you got any larrikins out there, they don't know what the
They
drop
might
kick
sort
is.
of cut that and sort of just put it on their own video.
Drop kick final. Just whole word, yes.
Drop kick
But
final.
I was quite pleased about those 2 trophies, and I didn't realise I had that photo. And I found it last week, and I'm going to show the viewers out there that I was a very good drop kicker.
All right, that's very interesting about the football there, about your years of drop kicks and whatnot. Now let's get on to a bit of current information. And 2020, which was on Saturday, what's going on with the Australian cricket? They lost.
I'll tell you what's going on with Australian cricket. The top brass have got to be stood down and get a new fresh. They are just going way overboard, and they cost them the game. That whoever was captain, that what's his name?
George Bailey.
George Bailey. I mean, they had 2.5 overs to go, and they needed about 30 runs. And who they bring on? They take Mitchell Stark off, bring on since Lachlan the bowler, the second last on the last over.
Yeah.
21 of 2 overs. I mean, what he's going, I mean, you got the number one, he had bowled 3 overs and 14 runs or something very, very low score, and they bring this Lachlan fella on the last over.
Inexperienced.
Inexperienced, it's his first game.
But he's played a lot of 2020 games.
Look, I was just in the paper, reading the paper last couple of days.
Against international players.
2020 and Big Bash, you can't count that as logistics,
Statistics.
No, you can't count that as legitimate cricket.
Yeah.
It's all bash. And I
thought Warner did pretty well. They were very hard to bat against.
David Warner, he is a superstar, that fella. That one of them 6 he hit, on Saturday night. I've never seen him. He nearly fell over. He hit like that. Took over.
Did you see the 6 that Dilshan got? The ramp shot, it's called.
Yeah.
The ramp
I mean,
shot.
they can play 20-20.
Yeah, but they're ranked number 1 in the world.
I told you last week they are a very good 20-20 side, and they've got that fellow Ferreira. Yeah, 22 runs off 4 balls or something.
Big guy, yeah.
Unbelievable. And those two sixes in a row.
To win it.
Off Lachlan.
They know what they're doing.
I mean, Mr. Lachlan, he took a brilliant catch.
So you're not down on Lachlan?
No, he took a brilliant catch in their innings and running down, turn around, he caught it. But it must have went to his head because he just got up to it. I mean, get a life, Mr. You got to be set. You got to go.
So what's your message to Inverarity?
Retire.
So
simple.
No good.
And I'll tell you the man to get is Stephen Waugh. You get him in.
Stephen who?
Get him Stephen Waugh, ex-champion.
Steve Waugh, okay, yeah.
Because you got to be at least 50 to get a job.
But isn't Dennis Lilly saying that Inverarity is the top guy?
Yeah, well, I'm glad you brought that up, Colin, because he just so happens to be a very good friend of John Inverarity.
So you reckon he might be biased?
He's the only one. Thompson, Chappell, all the wars said he's off the rails. The way he's.
Whereas I'm sort of thinking.
You started to come around.
I'm started thinking
that
there's all these Test matches. There's a big year of cricket.
Don't worry about that. They
need to have a squad of 20 that are ready to go at any stage.
No, look, when you get same as a football side, you get in a routine and get used to batsmen going a certain time, bowlers bowl a certain time. Especially in this 20-20 stuff, you got to have the same sort of unit to keep. They keep changing all the time. You can't get a settled unit. Understand what I'm talking about? Because, and same as the Test side, your Molar side, they wait 5 years to get in these. The good players wait at least 5 years to get in these Test side. When they get in, they just stay there and they mould together. He's got to be. He's got to go full stop because he's messing up the whole. Getting back to what you said about Lilly, I mean, he is the only person out of about 50,000 people that's sticking up for him. The rest of all the papers, the radio, what is he doing? I mean, Australian cricket, we should never have lost that game of Sri Lanka 2 nights ago. Should never have lost that.
Well, it's your show, and this is your opinion, so we'll see how things work out.
I'm not the only one talking about Inverarity. I'm not the only. He is, as I said a few weeks ago, he was a very ordinary cricketer. And now he's a very unordinary selector, chairman of selectors.
Not happy. So they're playing Sri Lanka tonight. Australia's playing.
Are they?
Yep.
2020?
2020, 7:35, at the MCG. So what do you think they need to do?
They won't get many there, not either. They got to get. Well, they probably won't change. They got to bring in. Who's the fellow that left out? Hughes. They left Hughes out, didn't he? He didn't play. He's
not playing now.
What? 4 days ago he made 120 not out.
Yeah.
So resting.
Yeah.
Got to give Hughes and Warner open again.
Finch, you don't like Finch?
Finch has got to go. He's had 2 goes. He made 20 runs in 2 innings.
Yeah.
But
he was the player at the Big Bash.
I told you weeks ago the Big Bash is a rat bag game. Anyway.
Yeah, but this is the same game.
No, this is 2020.
Yeah, Big Bash is 2020.
There's 2 different.
2020
the Big Bash is between the state sides.
Yeah, but it's still 2020.
Well, it's a different game.
Same game.
Well, not really, Tom, because it's different.
They play international players and it's all 2020, 20 overs a side.
No, 2020 is different than Big Bash.
No, it's the same. But this is international 2020. But that was Big Bash's.
The Big Bash is running in Australia.
Yeah, it is, but it's still the same. It's the same format. Yeah.
But anyway, they've got to get their top side in because, as I said last week, Sri Lanka are a very good 2020 side.
What do you think of Doherty?
He's a bit better than I thought he was a few weeks ago. But he never hardly bowled he only bowled 2 overs and that.
But he took a good wicket against.
He
opened the bowling, didn't he?
I don't know. I didn't see that, but now they've got to get Phil. Is he playing tonight or not?
Don't think so. Don't think he's part of the squad.
I mean, you make 121 not out and you get dropped.
Yeah.
Or rest or go and have a lay down or something. You've got to get your mind right, Mr. Andrew.
So your message is...
Get off. Retire.
Finished. He's finished.
Yeah, get Steve Waugh back and get him in.
Steve Waugh. What about Shane Warne?
No, Shane Warne's got too many things on his mind.
Yeah, he's got too many...
especially Elizabeth.
Yeah, so And he's not all that. He's not all that.
He hasn't been going too flash the
No.
last few weeks. But
No, I think he should give cricket away.
No, that's not his go. He is a test cricketer. He'll be playing.
Yeah, but no, he's too old now. He's finished.
No, he's not. But he went a bit crazy.
Warney's finished.
Yes, do you think? But he's not finished at all. He'll be back. He'll be playing test cricket next year.
No.
Yes, he will.
Who against?
Cricket. England.
No, that's this year.
This year, well, that's not this year, yeah, because the time flies.
We'll see.
He'll be playing.
Well, let's get on to the tennis. Barry, last night was the final, men's final.
Yeah, I watched a fair bit of it last night, Colin. It was a very intriguing sort of game. It was power against power, and Andy Murray was... I missed the first set. He won the first set, Murray, but I tuned in. You can't watch it. It goes too long. You can't watch it for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
But I watched the last 3 or 4 sets, and Djokovic, he'll nearly go down, I reckon, at the moment. I always thought Roger Federer, no one would ever better than Roger Federer, but I think this fella might be level with him now, at least.
Djokovic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, jolly word. He's only 25.
The best you've ever seen?
As the best, I just said a minute ago. Federer's the best player I've ever seen, but I think this fella...
Not Sampras?
Sampras is about second. They're very boring to watch, but Djokovic, the way he just keeps getting up and he gets down and gets up. He always gets back, and he just he digs deep, and he knows how to dig deep in the last 3 or 4 sets. And last night, lost the first set, and the next 4 sets he just next 3 sets took over. Andy Murray's a very good player.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a few injuries, but tennis players, they can play with. Actually, I've seen that foot. They showed his foot and they were dressed it last night. It looked horrible. Big thing on his... But when the adrenaline keeps you going when you're playing tennis, but they reckon he had a hamstring, everything, they reckon he had everything wrong with him last night. How was he out there?
Who knows?
But he did fight back, I must give him credit.
Fight back, but Djokovic...
He's just about nearly the greatest... Well, he's only 25.
He's only 25, so the next 5 years will tell the story.
And he's fit as 10 people, and and he speaks very, very well for a Serbian, because a lot of Serbians have got a bit of a chip on their shoulder, some of those fellas, but he spoke very, very well last night. Complimenting him.
Well, that's all very good. Now, just you want to give us some headlines and updates with the Chelsea Football Club?
I watched a bit of the training last week. I think I told you it was last Wednesday night, and I just had a bit of a quick peep out. I hardly knew any of the fellas there, but they were delivering the ball. These all rovers run around. They were delivering the ball very well, Colin. That's a pretty good sign this time of year, and I do think that it's the first time I've seen them out there training, and they sort of impressed me very well.
Any big guys?
2 or 3 big fellas running around too, but I've never... probably 6 or 8 players I've never seen. And they look very good, so it's not a bad start.
Didn't know anyone?
Didn't know anybody, we know if a fella over them.
Or maybe next week.
But I can generally tell when the fella gets the ball and delivers it, and these 2 little fellas, they're rovers of course, little fellas, and they were delivering the ball very smartly.
So, okay, so we might get some names in the next few weeks?
Well, I'll just keep the punters informed about what's going on, because it was a good start to, a good look to
get a
few
Dean Kellys over there.
And Colin, I do know I can see a football, I can smell a good football.
Yes, you've been caught smelling football before.
Yeah, but in the wrong way. Don't take that the wrong way, viewers, but I do know, in other words, I do know a football when I see one.
Football scout extraordinaire, Barry Peatling.
I should be their star recruit, I'm telling you now.
So we'll look forward to a little bit more football news as the weeks progress.
We certainly will, because they'll be stepping up. It's nearly February, isn't it?
February, yeah, this week, February. School's back, and so start resuming, football.
Well, they start in April at Chelsea, but I'll keep the join up and be a member for the Chelsea Footy Club, because I need you.
So we'll get a few more comments in the future.
And that's all from me.
And that's goodbye from me.
See you next time.